we're back for card of the week. We'll talk about a little. This is going to be a serious topic this week. So, you go from one ban list to the other, and immediately from one problem to the next. Apparently, it's whatever, it happens. Today we're talking about Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin, and people going from calling for Firewall to be banned to immediately upon release banning Neo-Space Connector and Gumblar because it lets you loop your opponent's entire hand. Remember, they did the same thing to Windups. Windups did the exact same thing. So we'll talk about Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin. We're also going to talk about how there's cards, super old, irrelevant cards that should never be relevant suddenly become relevant because of memes. So we'll get right into it. Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin is a level 3 water warrior effect monster with 600 attack and 800 defense. And his effect is once per turn you can discard one card. Look at your opponent's hand and choose one monster. If you control a monster with attack greater than or equal to the attack of the chosen card, destroy the chosen card, and if you do, inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Otherwise, take 500 damage. So, first printed in Power of the Duelist, and then Duels Pack 2, Legendary Collection 2, and then, Battles of Legends, Relentless Revenge. It's a fucking Neo-Spacian. No matter what, the card's pretty bad when you consider that, damn, it's a Neo-Spacian. But, people like playing meme shit. And then, 12 years later, here comes Goki. And what is Neo-Spacian Aqua Dolphin? Well, he's a fucking warrior. For some reason. Even, he should be a fish or a sea serpent. But he's not, he's a warrior. So, it's whatever. So, the typical play would be, now it's normal summon a fucking Neo-Space Connector effect, bring out Aqua Dolphin effect, loop your opponent's hand for 1, E-Sold, and do all your stupid crazy combos. And people are, they're rightfully upset that something like this exists in the game. But it's gonna happen. There's always gonna be something. You're never going to be completely safe from degenerate bullshit. As soon as this format's done, next month when we get our next ban list or whenever, there's just gonna be something else that's new and fucking broken. Remember, like we went from like Pepe, and then we went to like Chicken Game FTK bullshits. Remember Chicken Game FTK? That lasted a long time, honestly, for a really consistent dumb FTK. The only FTK real floating around right now still, there's Zephyra and Gem Knight. Zephyra takes little skill, piquito, because you need to understand what the fuck Zephyras do. Gem Knight takes a lot of skill because you need to actually manage the cards that you use and use effects as required. Because you only have the one Master Diamond now, so you have to work with that. So I feel like when they actually take knowledge and skill to do stuff like this, it's okay. Like, it's not okay, like, you should never pick up a game and be like, well, what if I don't really want my opponent to ever play? Well, what if I just want to do this and be done? Like, why are you playing the game if you just want to win every single time in, like, 5 minutes? Or I guess 15 minutes, because you got your 15-minute turns, Stuff like that. We'll go back to wind-up hand loop. That shit was unfortunate, but it was crazy. Wind-ups could loop your opponent's entire hand. But you know what people did instead of rallying to ban these fucking cards because they just waited for Konami to do it? They knew it would happen. They played cards around it. They played Brow, which let you drew cards. Max C let you drew cards. We don't have Max C now. They played fucking... Where is he? I have him right fucking here. That's Breeze. Where is he? Is he right here? They played this asshole. You see this guy? This is Nekomane King. You know what he does? When he is discarded from your hand by your opponent's card effect, their turn ends. Wow. And that's so broken. And you know what would happen if you have this in your hand, your opponent goes Aqua Dolphin. If they wanted to discard a card from your hand, they would have to choose this. Otherwise, unless you have another hand trap like sitting in there, they would have to, you know, take just the burn. They would have to pick something else and take the burn. But then they would be like, well, he has a Nekomane King, so I have to hope and pray and get lucky and just loop 2 more cards out of his hand, and that's it. It's like, regardless, yeah, you lose 2 cards. But would you rather lose 2, or would you rather lose 6? Because they can get rid of your other card too, the one that you draw for turn. So, yeah. Point being said, just wait. Neo-Space Connector is not a fucking problem. It is not the problem. Yes, it summons them from the deck for free. They are not inherently broken by themselves. They really are not. Like if you took everything out of the situation and you just looked at Aqua Dolphin, it's just a fucking card that maybe rips a card out of your opponent's hand. Singular card. And if it doesn't, you take 500 damage. You know, look at any other Neo-Spacian. Dark Panther is a shitty Phantom of Chaos. Air Hummingbird does nothing. Same thing with Glowmoss. Grand Mole bounces cards. I mean, yeah, that's pretty cool, but he has to attack to do it. Flare Scarab also does nothing. You know, Flare Neos was our mascot for a while. Now we're on Rainbow Neos hype. We're the Neos boys here on Select for Red Duelists. But, you know, oh, I want to bring up Nekomane King again. That's another. The card's so old. Who is it from? Ancient Sanctuary? Let's see. Who are you from, Nekomane King? I like how this is the one card I left. Magician's Force. This card is from Magician's Force, and it is like an actual super relevant tech choice against these hand loops. And same thing with like Dolphin, just came back out of nowhere and suddenly became a good card. Like, if someone told you a year ago, just a year ago, hey dude, buy Ulti Aqua Dolphins. I almost cramped my leg there. If someone told you a year ago to buy Ulti Aqua Dolphins, you would be like, why? What does this card do? And you'd read it and you'd be like, I guess, but there's no use for it. It's like, well, how do you make use of this? You would have to get it out somehow. It was like a year ago, okay, you had Firewall. And that was it. That would be like your one way to get it out. Other than a normal summon, there was no real way to get it out. But now you have like the Neo-Space Connector that just brings it out for free. Granted, Neo-Space Connector should like negate effects, honestly. I think it should. But it does offer a lot of advantage. It can bring out from deck and from graveyard. Pretty much all for free, you know. When the Neo stuff actually comes out in Savage Strike, I'm definitely looking forward to playing it. So, you know, I have like super rare connectors off to the side. I got some hero kids floating around in the ether somewhere. So, and you know, banning it because it's good in a meme. What does that do for the deck? It kills the Neos, these cards that they're now pushing out this support for, asking for this card that's for another completely different thing to be banned just because it's used in this hand loop is stupid. Gumblar, unironically, is the problem. There is no fucking problem with summoning a Neo-Spacian from deck. If you think summoning a Neo-Spacian from deck is broken, you are dumb. You're a fucking idiot. You make Isold because Aqua Dolphin Warrior. That's your play? Cool, dog. What do you do after that? Oh, you dump 6 equip spells, you summon Mally. You make summon sorceress. Okay. You're playing 6 equip spells now. I'm getting off topic. You know, I like Aqua Dolphin. What's in the future for him? He's gonna stay at 3. If any card in that entire bullshit meme combo needs to be hit, it's Gumblar, and he needs to go. He needs to. They never should have printed that card. That card should have never existed. That should have been something that was like thrown into the manga and never got printed. Like those 2 Blackwing cards that we still don't have. It's like pink and like mahogany. I don't know. Some shitty Blackwings that we never got. But I digress. That's gonna be it for this one. Don't know what the hell I'm gonna do next week. You know, we'll think about it over the week, and I'll get back to you guys, and you'll find out by the next time. So that's gonna be it. Slifer Duelist signing out. Peace.